What's up, everyone? Back in Jita, outside the station. I'm making a warp in spot to Jita station because when we warped to 0, we actually warped to like 2,500 out, and we definitely don't want that in Jita, especially with all of these people that are basically just looking for people to gank. I mean, look at this. So if we're ever coming in with a lot of goods in our cargo hold, we definitely want to be at 0 at the warp in. So I'm just going to set our bookmark right above the station. That way, whichever direction we warp in from, we're going to be right here, and we'll be able to dock instantly, or semi-instantly. So I'm just going to copy the title or the bookmark here, remove that station. No, that's not what I want to do. Add station to overview. What I want to do is remove location and then add location, which will just be where our ship is. There we go. So now we have a warp in spot that's safe, or relatively safe, and allows us to just dock instantly. Next thing I want to do is show you guys where we're headed to. We're headed to Hatommo, which is 0.6 system right here. 5 jumps out, which is pretty good, or relatively good. Also, instead of putting everything in a cargo container within the station in order to track what I want to buy, or just to keep an eye on as far as money is going, I created a notepad and just put all of the items and then what they're selling for in Jita. And these are all just items that we had on stock and not including any of the ships. So yeah, that's a small list, but eventually it will expand. And as you can see, I sold a few things and we're up to 10 mil. So we're doing pretty good. I think it's been about like a little less than a week, probably like 3 days, 4 days, maybe 5 days. So yeah, we're doing all right. And I've basically just taken with us a bunch of ammo and a couple expanded cargo holds for when we need to leave this station, because we shouldn't be running level 1 missions for too long before our standing gets up to a sufficient level to run level 2s. And hopefully we can complete all the level 1s in a destroyer. If not, we'll fit up a another slasher. Let me go ahead and change one more thing. Also, I was talking in another video, I'm not sure if I posted it or not, I'm probably pretty sure that I did, but I was thinking about starting a Caldari character to take a look at their beginner mission, and it's pretty much identical to the Mimitar one. So the whole series of like when you wake up in your ship and the whole fleet's been destroyed and so forth, it's pretty much the same exact storyline. I thought it would be unique for each race, but it's not. So I'm not going to record that. If I do end up using the Caldari character, I'll just make videos when something interesting happens. As far as running missions and so forth, we'll just keep it with this character. And so if I join factional warfare or get into some engagements, or I don't know, anything interesting on that other account, I'll be sure to post that. So for the meantime, we're just gonna be running some missions and building up our standing and hopefully our wallet.
warp drive active.
And to be honest, I don't know if it's really necessary for me, to record all of these videos on just regular missions. But maybe I will. But then again, maybe I won't. So we'll just have to play it by ear. I think it'll be more interesting from the viewer perspective if we just record more of the interesting moments and then compile those together and create something in that fashion rather than doing everything, recording every single moment of gameplay. Although I think that would be kind of cool, just so if anyone wants to ever see, how we became a big baddie or rich, then they can always go back and look at all the videos.
Docking permission requested.
And the reason I chose Caldari Navy is because the Jita main trade hub is at this station, and when we get to sufficient standings, I believe it's either 6 or 7, we won't have any reprocessor fees. And then I think it's 7 or 8, we can actually install clones in Caldari Navy stations, which will be useful later on as well. And it looks like we have 2 security agents here, so we might be able to take 2 missions at once and really speed up our progress. So Garista, we just need to pull up the notepad and take a look at the damage types. Garista, kinetic and thermal. Kinetic and thermal. So we have to do kinetic or thermal damage, and I don't think we have any kinetic, which is this one, the grayish looking color. I don't think we have any ammo like that, so we're gonna have to buy some. So let's pull up the market and buy some ammo. Fusion nuclear proton. I think it's going to be titanium. Well, that's a 6. 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 4. Unfortunately, they don't have a high because if you look here, we have 10 thermal damage and 2 kinetic damage, whereas here we only have 6 and 2. So I'm thinking we should just do the phase plasma and just use that against these missions, because I think we'll get better DPS long term. So we don't need to take some of this stuff with us on our missions. Just a little bit extra ammo. And let's take a look at what this person will give us. Roving rogue drones. That's a few jumps away. And this one is in the same system. So yeah, we might as well just take both. Anyway, I'm not going to record all these because I think it's boring, but let's see.